Hello, my name is Mhairi Calvey and I'm playing the role of Adeline Kemp. I'm really enjoying it because she's before her time, really. So she's quite a contemporary woman. You know, she wants to make change, she wants to make things happen. She's an advocate of supporting and helping others throughout the film. And she's really strong and independent and very brave, and I love that, especially because of the contrast of a period setting where women weren't able to work and often had to be looked after. So to play a character whose husband's passed and she has to be the heroine and she has to look after her household and on her own is it's something really interesting. The bits I'm finding exciting is well, actually I really loved the day where we filmed in Bath, and we got to close the streets, and it was just so lovely to go back in history. I love history, it's something that interests me, so to be able to take a step back and live in that moment and see everything around me suddenly become Victorian was amazing. The bits that are the most challenging is acting by myself when I'm doing any scene with the Invisible Man. We have Joe, who's a body double for Mike Beckingham, and Joe will say the dialogue off camera, and I will be acting to thin air, and that's the most challenging, especially on the scenes where we have to have a lot of chemistry and I'm acting to nothing. That's definitely the hardest part. I have read the book and I have seen the original movie. I saw the original movie before I ever got sent this script, so it's kind of lovely to see the differences, and I love the fact that, you know, it's quite male dominated in the original, so it was lovely to see more female parts in this script. It's really heavy, which is not something I expected at all, but I'm properly corseted, and in a lot of big Hollywood movies they often won't use corsets on the actors because obviously they film for maybe 10 months of the year, so it would be too uncomfortable. But because of the budget we're on, I actually wear a proper corset through the whole film, and then I have the bustle and the skirts, so there's about 12 layers of clothing that I wear. So it's super heavy. So it's been like doing a workout all day long. But it's interesting to sort of see how women used to live, and it's so difficult to do anything for myself. Like just going up the stairs, I can't carry things up the stairs because I have to lift the dress, and just little things like that. It gives you a real insight to how people would have lived back then, and women and the constraints. And it kind of, I think the constraints of the clothing actually it shows the constraints of society that women dealt with at the time as well. And I think it reflects in that clothing. But the costume's beautiful. It was completely tailor-made and made from scratch and designed for this character, and it's an absolutely stunning costume, and it's lasted so well considering I've been jumping and running around and throwing myself on the ground, but it's lasted brilliantly.
We have barely begun.